Editor of the Journal-Record, Ted Streuli, joins us to talk about stories making headlines in business this week. Ted, Chesapeake Energy CEO Aubrey McClendon is blaming the bad press surrounding his company recently on short sellers. Tell us about that.
He did. In a nationally televised interview with Jim Cramer this week, he said that much of that bad publicity has really been generated around people selling Chesapeake stock short. But he also said that despite their substantial asset sell-offs of some $18 billion, he says Chesapeake is poised to grow 20% over the next 2 years.
A long-standing foreclosure battle over a downtown building in Oklahoma City has come to a close.
The First National Center, which is actually two buildings but one owner, Milbank Real Estate out of Los Angeles, has been in foreclosure and then in bankruptcy for a year and a half now. Milbank's owned the building since 2006. They settled the foreclosure action with Capmark Bank, so they have a clean slate at the moment anyway going forward.
The business arm of a tribe is planning some large renovations of Tulsa's Riverwalk Crossing.
The Muskogee Creek Nation bought Riverwalk Crossing 6 months or so ago, I'd say. They're looking at renovations. The west wall is just kind of a blank facade because the property was built to face the river, which was supposed to have a dam and some boat traffic, but the dam has never materialized. So they're going to dress up part of what's already there, and then they have another 3 acres on the north side of that property still that they plan to develop.
Ted, a company in Michigan has submitted a proposal for a multi-state project that's expected to enter Oklahoma. What's the story there?
Michigan-based ITC is the company, and at the request of the Southwest Power Pool, they submitted a proposal called the ITC Great Plains Expansion Project. It would bring 2,700 miles of high-voltage transmission lines to the area. Those would start in Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, and Texas, and terminate in Iowa, Missouri, and Arkansas.
The Made in Oklahoma Coalition has added some companies to their group. Who are the new additions?
One is Hubert Brewing in Oklahoma City. They're a licensed microbrewer. The other is National Steak and Poultry in Owasso. They make marinated meat products that they mostly sell to restaurants and some for home use. So I think that brings MIO's total up to 40 in that sector.
It looks like Thunder fans will get to dine at that Kevin Durant themed restaurant after all.
They will. It's a Hal Smith project in Lower Bricktown, a Randy Hogan development. On the first pass, Urban Renewal turned down Reese Architecture's design. They came back a couple weeks later with a new design that is now 1 restaurant instead of 2, with Kevin Durant's name and brand on it, about 10,000 square feet. And they expect to start construction in a month to a month and a half.
Ted, what are you working on for next week?
You know, Raptor Properties bought the bankrupt Crossroads Mall about a year ago with a lot of big plans. We haven't seen much of that materialize yet. We're going to take a look and see what their status is.
Ted Streuli, editor of the Journal-Record, thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.